this is Tony from Cooking Around. Today we're going to make buffalo chicken wings my way. I will show you how to prepare the chicken wings, and then I'm going to show you how to make a nice super fast sauce to go with it. First of all, I have a bowl here of 1 kilo of chicken wings. So you take 1 chicken wings, and you notice that the chicken wings here is basically in 3 pieces: the drum, the center, and the tip. You've got other names for it, but that's what I call it. Now we're going to cut it right about here and release this drum part. The tip, some people like to remove it. I don't. That's my favorite part once it's done. So what we do is we take this chicken wing and we just cut right down the center here, and it comes right off. And there we go. Now I'm going to prepare the rest. Now I have cut up the chicken into the various pieces that we're going to use, and at the same time it's already washed. Now what I have to do is dry it. So we take that and we dry it very good. We have to dry it very well. You have to get it really nice and dry. So here's our chicken wings, and now what we do is we take a little bit of oil, you know, anything. Well, they say use oil which just has no flavor. Well, you know, basically use what you want. You know? There you go. And just take that, and we just want to toss that a little bit like that. Now, tossing is the best thing and the easiest. There we go. Now we are going to add less than about half a cup of white flour, because I don't have that many chicken wings here. And of course, famous salt. You're probably asking, why does this guy always use this little tiny bag? Well, it's a long story. My girlfriend promised to buy me this special thing to hold the salt for cooking, and it's not here yet. So until it comes, this is what I'm going to use. And we just put some salt around there, not too much. There you go. Of course, the famous fresh ground pepper. I like a little bit more. My girlfriend's a vegetarian, so she's not going to be eating this. To top it off, I have some chicken seasoning here, which has some cayenne pepper in here and some other little goodies. You can just use cayenne pepper, or don't even put it in at all. I just put, because some people may not want to have it with the hot sauce, so they can just have it with this and it'll just be more mild. Okay, now what we're going to do is we're going to transfer this into a bag. Make sure the bag has no holes. You can use a garbage bag, use any basically type of bag, as long as it's clean and there's nothing inside. So now, you take the bag, and I already checked to make sure there's no holes, and I just dump the whole thing inside, like that. Give it a little air pocket in there, spin it around, because I'm going to rip it when I go to take it out, because if you don't do that, sometimes it comes right out through the opening, and all you do is just move the bag around. It's not rocket science, really easy. So now put your fingers in there between the chicken and loosen the chicken up to make sure it gets a nice even coating. There we are. Now just bring the bowl here, take the bag, now you just rip the bag, drop it in, and perfectly seasoned. Now we're ready for frying. Okay, I have a pot here with oil. I have maybe about 1.5 inches to 2 inches of oil. You don't really need any more. I'm going to have to do this in 2 batches though, for the amount that I have, 1 kilo. Now, how do we know that the oil is ready? Well, what you do is just take one of your chicken wings, hold it on your finger, and just put it in until, see all the bubbles going there? That means it's perfect temperature. Now, we don't want the temperature very high, because we do not want the outside to be cooked very fast and the inside is still not cooked properly. So make sure that your heat is more or less on the medium at this point. And all you do now is just grab your chicken and just very carefully just drop it inside. And you'll see that you'll cook absolutely perfect. And here we are, and we are back. And basically, I like mine a little bit more crispy, so I leave them in there a little bit longer. Depends on what you want. So, you grab a bowl here with paper towels, and very carefully, you just throw them into the bowl. Now, what I do from here is, after I dry them with the paper, I put them on a rack to dry further. That way, they don't become soggy and they hold themselves very crispy. Okay, so here's our delicious chicken wings. And welcome back. We are now going to make the sauce for our buffalo chicken wings. They're frying there right now on the side. Grab yourself a pan. It's already heated. And what we do is we take about half a cup of butter. And we put that in there. And we wait for that to melt. We don't want it to burn, so make sure the heat goes down low. Now, what do? We add a little bit less of 1/3 of ketchup. Yes, ketchup makes your life a lot easier. Ketchup is a multi-billion-dollar corporation, so it must be good. And just keep on moving it, moving it. There we go. That's all going really, really nicely. And now, the sauce, my tomato paste, which you can find on my other video. But if you don't want to use that, you can basically use any type of hot sauce that you want. But I make my own, so I put in about a little bit less, about 1/4 of a cup. You can add more if you really, really want it hot, but my guests may not like it that hot, so I just put in less than 1/4 of a cup. And we stir that around. Now, we add a little bit of salt, just a pinch. And now, the secret, 2 tablespoons of honey. If you want, you can use brown sugar if you want instead. I like honey, it's more natural. And you just stir that around. And there is our delicious, delicious sauce. Not too thick, not too bad. And that is basically done. Notice here that we have the chicken wings. I didn't put no sauce on it, just came out of the fryer like that. And dipped in sauce. So, again, we have to do the taste test. Now I can only eat one because my guests are coming. And I really don't want to, you know, spoil it for them. Just like that. Sauce is absolutely perfect, and here's the taste test. That is really, really good chicken wings. Now, should I double dip? I don't think so. So, here's my wine. A toast to everybody out there. Please don't forget to have me subscribed. And remember what I always say. Good wine, good food, and good friends makes a good life. Thank you very much, and I'll see you on my next cooking series. Thank you.